Hi guys, welcome to another YouTube video. What's going on today is I purchased a flatbed trailer. I was going to turn into a toy hauler with the canopy that was from the back of my ute and put it on the front of this trailer. The quad bike is going to be on the back of it. So the whole design is to, instead of making from scratch, so I've got the trailer already registered, I've got the VIN number, the material that's on there now is going to get cut off. So pretty much to show you guys, this is everything that being cut out of it. So the tail of the trailer, the side of it. So the trailer was 5 meters by 2.2. So I cut out the side, the mudguard, cut the tail off it to make this 4 meters. Pretty much all this bracing in the middle is going to come off. I'm going to cut all that off. I'm going to try to save this 100 by 50. The trailer is going to be 100mm narrower and it's going to be 1800 wide. I've got the bigger tyres, so pretty much just standard D-Max tyres to put on it. The spacing between the hub and that will fail with the tyre, so I'm going to make it 100mm narrower. So yeah, pretty much what I'm saving is that 100mm, 100 by 100 axle and a drawbar. So it's pretty much the next day. So yesterday we got all the bracing in the middle of the trailer and we cut out the drawbar. So didn't expect it to find, because it's a pretty old trailer, so it's like a 1990 built, 1991. On the drawbar at the front of it, it's got some pitting mark from the rust. So what I might have to do, I just might have to cut out that section, because we try to save this 100 by 50 steel, so we try to use as much as possible. Okay, so now I'm gonna strip out, grind back all these welds, cut out the spring hangers, and then yeah, make it look nice and neat to work on. So strip out all that paint with the buffer. I know there's a bit of rust, surface rust going on here, so we'll see how that goes. So what I might have to do is just wire wheel all that out, strip all the paint. So yeah, let's get to it. So it is the next day, so the progress is very slow. So I had to cut and grind down all those gusset, and I'm reusing this 100 by 100 or 100 by 50 tubing. So I had to cut and grind all the wells flush. This is like 40° plus every single day here, so I'm only spending like 4 to 5 hours max out here on a cooler part of the day. And now it's starting to rain, so what I'm going to do now is grabbing the 50 or 75 by 50 and pretty much cutting them to length that I need for the cross bracing, because the trailer is going to be narrower. I'm going to cut all the parts that I need now, and then maybe tomorrow afternoon I'm going to go ahead and tack everything together. So by tomorrow afternoon you guys will see the trailer taking shape again. So skip ahead of myself a bit. So what I did, I cut all the bracing. What I did, I lay it all out. It haven't been meshed out yet, so this is what's the main frame's going to look like. So I'm going to go ahead, give you a time lapse. I'm going to go start tacking all these together, work out the spacing in between them. And yeah, that's the main frame of the trailer. The bracing is all tacked in, all nice and square. So the trailer is now upside down. If you're wondering why I'm tacking and there's a 25mm gap on the top, the trailer is upside down. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend it up 75mm. So I'm going to use 75 by 50 on the bottom to extend the leaf spring 75mm, and then out of the 75 by 10 flat bar I am going to make a leaf spring hanger. Yeah, once I'm all tacked that in, make up a spring hanger, fully weld the bottom side. I'm going to flip this over and then I'm going to fully weld the top. extensions all stitch welded up, drawbars all welded, front plate. I went ahead and I cut out the old electric brakes, installed a disc brake for the front, went and welded the brackets and moved this back 50mm, so according to because the whole chassis moved back narrower. So yeah, redid this axle, pretty much got that brake mounted there, 6 studs, and then the rear axle it's just going to be a floater, just a normal standard floating axle. And yeah, I'm just waiting for a bit of parts. I'm waiting for the bushing for the rocker, rock pivot arm, and then that should be pretty much it. I want to get the axle under there, mount the tyres on there, and then I can start doing the side with the mud guard and all that. So pretty much everything's all welded together. The spring mounts, spring hangers, that's all welded. Or the drawbar, that's all welded together. Pretty much the plate dropped down 100mm. It used to be on the top, so I dropped it back down. There's a plate they made for it. So yeah, just gotta make that work. So once I mount that up there, put the tyres on it, when this is on a roller, the chassis is on a roller, so pretty much I can do everything else around the wheels and the front. And then once I've done all that, pretty much everything's got to be painted. So I'll show you guys what I'm going to paint it with. I bought this from a car builder, TXT coating, 2-pack, 2K coat, so with a hardener in black. So I'm pretty sure this is pretty much the same as a Raptor liner. So I went on their website, they didn't have the Raptor liner in stock, so I brought this. That's the next best thing. I was going to get a chassis rubber coat from them, the Bully liner, but that was out of stock too, so I just brought this. 4 cans, should be 4 litre, should be enough. If I get stuck, I got another Raptor liner right there, ready to go. So yeah, I'll let you guys know the progress once I sort out the bushing. Either I get that machine up, or I'll go buy another bushing. It's 19mm in diameter, and it's have to be 25mm outside diameter and 45mm wide. So I couldn't find it anywhere online or at the trailer shops. So I pretty much might have to get that custom machine up, and then yeah, see how to go. That's probably be another week or so waiting. Yeah, see you guys when the parts arrive. I fitted the tyres, the axle and the leaf springs. They're just a mucked up. I had to extend this middle spring hangers another 100mm, so because it was sitting up right there, just a miscalculation on my part, so I had to cut that out and extend it. What I'm up to now, I'm cutting a 50x50 for the tailgate, or tail of the trailer, for the lights and the leaf for the number plate. And I'm going to build the side, so the trailer overall on the rear end is going to be 2.1 meters, 2100, and out the front from here where the canopy sits, so that's going to sit back at 1800, wide. So pretty much I might have to move this grease nipple, so when you turn and the tires flex around, that might rub on the tires. Over time it's gonna put a groove in there, so I didn't want to space that out a bit more, so just because, you know, it's already have like 200mm of extension on the axle there, just to well, this trailer I meant for a smaller tyre, so I'm putting wider tyres on. Let's do the tailgate. I'm gonna muck up the side, and then once we got the tailgate, the side and the thing all cut up, welded up, and when we're going to start looking at this mudguard for the trailer, I want to make a mudguard to sit maybe 100mm above the tyres, so I can fit, like in the future I can fit a bigger tyres on there, and allow the flex. I've got that bump stop on the leaf spring, so that's like 75mm travel upward. So yeah. The rear of the trailer is done, looking pretty good. So this is where the tail light's going to go. It's going to be a plate. I'm going to cut a slot plate, maybe sit halfway in. Same with that middle piece, so that's where the number plates and that going to go. Yeah, that's the rear, so that's 2.1 meters wide. This is 250mm drop from the top to the bottom. So I did it that way so I can fit number plate on the inside. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and start doing the front. Same thing. It's gonna be this piece here, stick out the side like that just for the mounting the mudguard, and then it's going to be a side piece, so the front end is going to be 1800, so, and then 2100 at the back. So yeah, coming up to together pretty well. And then I'll try like cap everything so fully welded, so I don't have trouble with rusting later on through the chassis. But the side piece here should be okay. That will be the only piece that I leave open, so that should be alright. So the side and the mudguards are done. So yeah, I've made it 50 by 50, so in the future I can use it to haul like a buggy or something bigger. So at the moment just got a quad bike that go in between the guard, so this should be strong enough for a buggy to drive over. And yeah, the front's 1800 wide. The canopy is going to go from the front of the mudguard to about that point, and it's going to be a frame removable frame sitting 300mm high, and the canopy is going to sit on top. So now we're just going to go ahead and fab up this frame, yeah, and then we're going to grind all these weld flush. I did order a 3mm checker plate to go on the top, alley checker plate, instead of using the big heavy 3mm plate. So yeah, it should be a lot better, it should be a lot lighter, keep the weight down. Canopy stand 300 high. I made a latch that came with the canopy, so it was the same design on my ute with the latch that hold the canopy down. So that's how it's going to be on. So the idea of this is the canopy, you can jack off the canopy and then you reverse the trailer back or push the trailer back, and then this frame can come off as well. So just hold down by these 4 bolts on each corner, and then pretty much you lift that off and it turned into a flat bed. So yeah, there's the 600mm space for the front toolbox that I want to put in, and the chassis turned out to be 1450 wide on the inside here, from the inside to the inside, so I can get a 1450 wide toolbox. The things on the side here, I can put in a jerry can for a quad bike. So yeah, I went ahead, put down all the tie down points. So there's one at the front, one on the side, and one here. It's got these brackets as well, with an M10 nut welded on the back of it. So that's to accept the eye bolt that I'm going to put in. So that's another tie down point. And once the alley sheets goes on, there's going to be another 4 tie down point on each corner, which is just these bad boy here. So it's going to be bolted down on each corner, 4 of them. So yeah, so I went ahead as well, before I forget, is to brace the spring hangers. So I put this piece of steel in just to brace the spring hangers, because they extended down 75mm. So I didn't want it to, when you turn corners and stuff with the vibration, it's gonna vibrate that spring hangers a fair bit. Welded the chain on. So it's the chain that I just got from the trailer shop, just safety chain. And I went ahead, I saw on the video Red Dirt Diary, where she built a trailer and she put a hook on the end just to hang the chain. I thought it was a pretty good idea. But yeah, I did it the same on both sides. Made the chain a bit longer, about 700mm. So yeah, so the trailer is pretty much completed. Took the wheels off, put on the stand. I got it on the jack up legs, supporting legs. I'm gonna use a 20% thinner, so I'm gonna thin this down 20%, and I'm going to use a 2.5mm normal spray gun, which is, it won't come out like a rough texture like Raptors. So this is sort of, if you can see in the light, sort of texture that's coming out. It's not smooth, but it's like, there's a chassis paint finish. So it came out pretty good. Then I'm gonna go ahead and paint the whole trailer. Been through, pretty much painted the rear, just this side of it, and then the front drawbar. Only used 1.5 cans. I've got 4 cans there, so hopefully that's enough for the whole trailer. And yes, you are seeing a checker plate being fitted on a trailer. Yes, the SD card decided to die on me, so we lost all that footage. So yeah, all the checker plate being held down by rivets and Sikaflex to stop the checker plate from bouncing and making horrible noise when you're driving. So and I think it's about 13 or 14 rivets per sheet on there. So yeah, as you can see, the canopy sit on the frame nicely, and there's no gap in between the flat bar at all, so it fit perfectly with a bit of tie fit.